May 31 is one of the very few days where I've had the most memorable highlights. I said it. May 31 is one of um, one of the days in the 365 day year of all 365 days to have some of the best highlights, maybe not like many best highlights I've ever had. Even some of the ones that, or highlights that are not so good. I know I'm going to get into that later on today when I get a chance to, because I really want to touch on it. But for now, I want to start off with a very positive one, another positive one as I speak on this very day right here from 2014. And mind you, it is a Saturday this year. In 2014, May 31 also happened on a Saturday. Um, the hot air balloon ride, the trip to San Diego, that all happened on that same on that day, on that same Saturday, the last day of May. That to me was the best May 31 I've ever had, you know, no question. And I had a pretty good one too the following year, which was the Brunson Caves. I think that was what it's called. That's the one pretty close to the Hollywood sign. I remember doing that hike. Um, I think with one of the friends that I met from that meetup hiking group when we went to the Fish Canyon Falls. I forgot the name of the. I think it was with the host Joe, and I forgot the name of the hiking group, but it's like Nature Trails group, something like that. It was one of the popular groups, and there was a lot of people. Very chill group, a lot of cool guys, and I met Julia right there. Julia was the one that I hiked with to the Brunson Caves, and it was a really nice hike. It was pretty chill. They got the nice layer of rocks right there, and that cave right there, the mini cave where you get that photographic spot right there where people can pose, having that silhouette figure inside the cave, because it's so small you can see like the light like the other side like right away, like that. Another memorable hike, and I remember going to downtown LA as well. I think the Sixth Street Bridge, something like that. Yeah, so that was the following year. 2015 was a very adventurous year as well. Also happened on May 31. That was on a Sunday, because the year before, which is 2014, that was on a Saturday. So, anyways, getting back to this very topic right here, I just want to touch on this particular um, adventure that I've done with my then ex close friend slash ex close best friend, lady friend, Diana Santana. Yeah, that's Diana. As you can see right here, real quick on the left side of the collage right there. Yeah, that's her. She's very pretty. Yeah, but she's like when I first met her, she was several years older than me. I think we were classmates in what was it, Cal State Fullerton, and I forgot what class that was. I think it was one of the I'm trying to remember, but I don't think it was any of the graphic design classes. I have a tendency to think it was, but first I want to think it's not. But I did meet Diana in one of those classes, and I'm thinking it's the Flash class. I think it was the Flash class with Sergio. I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to check right back. wherever my history is, wherever my proof is, of how I met Diana. So yeah, I mean, you know. Anyways, I just want to touch on this. Says she and I had did the hot air balloon ride on this very day, right? So the day actually started out when, the night before I couldn't really sleep. I tried to, but I just kept on waking up, and like it was at one point where there was like I woke up like around midnight, and then after that I was like I couldn't sleep too well. I mean, I tried because I know I had to leave like around, was it 3 a.m. because I had to be ready, knowing that I think we had to be there at a certain time. And I remember Diana picked me up. She was driving, if I'm not mistaken, one of her parents' cars. It was a pretty big one. I think she was driving like I wouldn't necessarily say a truck. I forgot. It's a pretty big vehicle. So yeah, she picked me up like around. I want to say around 2:30 or 3, because I think we had to get there around 4 or 5. But I think she was gonna get gas first, from what I remembered, and it was somewhere in Anaheim because we were going down the 5 South, and obviously we were heading to the hot air balloon site that was in Temecula, right? So she was getting gas first, and after that, I forgot what else we did. All I can remember, from that day, this very day, is we just headed straight to the hot air balloon site. And now I know Temecula is like well past 1 hour, so I think we had to get there by, I think it was 5, around 5 a.m. I just know the hot air balloon ride started at, I forgot what time now. I just remember like that we rode it and we just flew around. It was, even though it was just mainly that area right there where the lake is and all that. I'm trying to remember the other details to it. I don't even know if I wrote about it, but I didn't have any videos, unfortunately, just all pictures. But yeah, I just remember we got there. I think it was around 5 a.m. and as soon as it was sunrise, I think we had to hop on board at 7 a.m. And I remember how much it cost. It was $210. That price I remember. Yeah, it was that expensive. But I think we had to pay it. We had to pay it in advance. I think she told me there was another one where I think it was tethered, and that one I think was only $75. I think, but the actual ride, along with the other hot air balloons, is 210. Yeah, it was 210 for the hot air balloon ride, and yeah, and I think we boarded, I want to say around 7 a.m. because it started, and trying to remember how long it was too, but you can see some of the pictures right here as I continue on with this topic. Just to me, the best May 31 of my life. Even though this was in 2014, that's already like 11 years ago. How time flies. It's already 2025, and the hot air balloon ride that I did on this very day, it was the same exact day. Just look at that. Just look at these pics. It's amazing. Amazing views. It's an amazing ride. Man, I mean, I regret not having any videos. I wasn't really that much of a video person then compared to now. So, but it was a great time, no doubt. Me and Diana just had the time of our lives up there, and just one of the most amazing memories I ever had on a May 31st like that. You know, and it's why, you know, I know I had some other pretty damn cool moments, pretty amazing moments as well. I remember me, Russ, and Eugene went to a boss's new place, for the first time. It was on that day as well in 2023. It was overcast, just coming off of my dump workplace where I felt, where, obviously felt like shit. But as soon as we got to a boss's, started feeling better. A boss toured us all around his new place. Of course, I have videos on that. I'm actually going to talk about that as another one for today. But yeah, that's one. Obviously, that one incident where me and Robbie had that temporary fallout. This was not the official end of our friendship. I'm also going to touch on that. It happened on this very day as well. The very date, I mean, it was last year. I'll touch on that later on. And then obviously, the cave hike with me and Julia. I won't really touch on that. I'm only going to touch on this one and then going to a boss's new place, where he lives now. And then obviously that temporary fallout between me and Robbie. So anyways, don't mean to ramble on. So yeah, we had the hot air balloon ride, and it was all good and well. Just seeing, like the sky was just very clear. I totally remember that, just all throughout the day, because we were out all day. We literally left the house, well, at least from my house, around 3 a.m. and then came home. I think it was like before 1 a.m. So we were out all day. Yeah. So after the hot air balloon ride, if you can take a look at this other picture right here. Yep, I think it's some kind of award that we had. And it says like honorary aeronaut. And it says, let it be known from this day forth that he has shown extreme courage by ascending in a hot air balloon. That's just basically a certificate that me and Diana had. Hey, look at these tags that we wore. Oh yeah, we both had an award. And there was a microphone right there. And Diana, this one, she was smiling. I forgot what she said. And if you notice the microphone, it's in I'm assuming that's Chinese. So I think it was for like a Chinese TV network. I guess because they were, I guess they were covering this hot air balloon ride, and who knows, we might have been on the news, for, in China. I guess it's one of the Chinese networks, if I'm not mistaken. Imagine if this was KTLA 5 or ABC News or NBC. Damn, we would definitely be all over news, and all of our friends and our families are gonna, they're gonna see us. they're gonna see us. But yeah, so that's the picture right there. That was after. So I think it said right here 7:39 a.m. So I think the hot air balloon ride lasted for a good half an hour, I'm assuming. So yeah, that's so that was the end of the hot air balloon ride. And after that, we just we kind of checked out some of the other like the stands, the little outlet, I guess, and we just spent a little bit of time. I had some pictures as well, and then after that, we decided to spend the rest of the day in San Diego, or let's just say we were in La Jolla, because we went to the beach. We saw some kayakers. We went to that what's that rock, the goldfish cliff, because I remember I went there about a few times already, and I just remembered standing on that rock. And I think it was from, I also have pictures on that, but I don't have them with me right now. but I can only tell you from what I remember that me and Diana just, I guess we went down this passage. We went down the stairs and we saw that cliff, and we just saw, we we were like close to the beach. We saw a bunch of kayakers and there's a bunch of sea lions as well. So I remember that, and we're just chilling over there. We went to a museum as well, and then after that, I'm trying to remember what happened the rest of the way. Oh yeah, we went to, if I'm not mistaken, downtown San Diego. Spent a chunk of time over there. Um, I think we didn't really get on the Coronado Bridge, but I know we went to a convention. I think it was a convention, the convention center. Yeah, we went to the convention center. I forgot what exposition was going on, but we went there, and I know um, right next to right next to that convention center, or like pretty close by, it was that Coronado Bridge. It's right next to the bay. So I just remember that because at some point, like, we were killing time in San Diego and La Jolla just before we went back to to the site, the hot air balloon site, because Diana told me there was this glow in the dark, or this glowing hot air balloon show that was happening. So we killed plenty of time in San Diego and La Jolla, which we did, to our credit. So after downtown San Diego, um, I think we headed back. I don't know if I missed a step here. Forgive me if I did. It's been that long ago, and so yeah, we went. I just remembered after killing time over there that we went back, and I think it was around 7 or 8 when the sun was already setting. Because remember, it was very clear all day. You know what I'm saying? It was just very, very clear, like no clouds, no nothing. So I remember we were heading back, and I think we went on the 91 heading back because we had to pass by that big old bridge, that was leading to San Diego, and we went back to Temecula, and we end up seeing this. If you can see one of these next images coming up, if you can see it right here, yep, that is the hot air balloon show. Yeah, it was like that. Some of the hot air balloons are up, and I guess they were blowing up fire. Like, I guess they can call it the dancing hot air balloons. Again, I have no videos whatsoever. It's just pictures. It still looks amazing, right? And see this collage right here, me and Diana. Huh. I had a few pics of just her, and then obviously me and her. It's because Diana was just so beautiful. I thought I would, like, by then she was single, but she just didn't express any interest in me, even though I think she told me that once back in 2013 when I told her, I confessed my feelings to her, and she was like, nah, just we just want to be friends. And I thought to myself, yeah, okay, yeah, friends for now. And then that was 2013, right? Fast forward 2014, and then I thought I would have a chance to pursue her. I think I told her again after the hotter, after our date was over, and she's like, nah, we better stick around as friends, like that. And so that was that. But still, regardless, she was a very good best friend, very caring, very loyal. Even though she was several years older than me. It's just hard to believe that Diana looks is several years older than me. She doesn't look older than me, mind you. She looks about my age, or maybe like a year younger. Anastasia is the same way. Even though Anastasia is a year older than me, she looks about my age. Mari, on the other hand, goddamn, she's like, when I first met Mari, she looked like she's 10 years younger than me. And to tell you the truth, she is already 30. Her birthday passed in April, and I'm 38. So we're 8 years apart. She's 8 years younger than me. Diana, on the other hand, I think she's 6 years older than me, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this is the collage picture right here of us, just enjoying our time with the hot air balloon show, the glow in the dark show. I forgot exactly what it's called, but it was amazing, no doubt. So after that, I think we had dinner over there. Our dinner was just basically like a poly sausage, something like that. But yeah, here's another one of us together. Yep, it's the best one. We had a couple others, but this one is just the best to me. I'm just gonna enjoying our time. So yeah, after that, we just finally headed home. It's a long ass day, and I think, yeah, she dropped me off. I think it was well before 1, or I'm gonna say a little after 1 a.m. if I gotta be honest. So yeah, that was a hell of a day, and this to me, as it stands to this very day, because it is Saturday today, May 31 Saturday, that it is the best May 31 day I have ever had in my entire life. Yep, it's still the best one, no doubt. Say what you want about me, Russ, and Eugene visiting our boss's new place. That was a great day. Even though it was on a work day, it was on a Wednesday, I think. And then the hike that I did with Jolla at Brunson Caves, that was also amazing. I think to me, like, that May 31 just had some amazing moments. A lot of amazing. It's like one of the most memorable days of my life in the 365-day calendar year. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. I mean, shout out to Diana. I didn't like how she left me like that. I just wanted to ask her opinion on something. Maybe I just disturbed her too much. I know she's a mother now. She's a wife, and she has a kid with her boyfriend now. So she's got a whole life going on. They live in Orangewood, so I'm not sure if we're ever gonna have a future, but we'll just have to see. She's basically just got her own life now, and that's just that. So anyways, I just wanted to touch on this, and like I said, it's the most amazing day I ever had in the hot air balloon, with this hot air balloon experience. So am I gonna do one again? We'll see. Who knows? Maybe in Napa Valley if I ever get down up north. But right now, my wanderlust is just very much, it's extinct right now, because I'm more focused on trying to get a new job and obviously bettering myself, which has been a struggle. I know it's only 2 therapy sessions. 2 ain't enough. It feels like 10, and I'm still like struggling, and that's a major concern right now. 2 is not enough. So anyways, I'm gonna cut it, and I'm gonna touch on another topic later today. So peace, I'm out.